Easter.
It's tonight at 7:30.
You obviously didn't hear what I said.
It doesn't matter. These judge types will do it to you every time.
Yeah, she's a point, man. They sit up there and they act like they're better than us or something, you know? They say they're gonna let Rose have her, but I wouldn't be surprised she'd change their mind.
Blackie, this paranoia of yours is completely unjustified.
She's right.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, if they end up putting you with some old rich lady, I'm telling you, Jake, buddy, I'll be out of here running away again.
Like I said before, the agent from Social Services says it's all set up.
Oh, and you really believe that?
Well, why shouldn't I?
Obviously, you've never had a run-in with one of these do-gooders.
She's about to. Here she comes.
Here's my golden opportunity to prove my point.
Good morning, Mr.
Agnes. We're already on this side.
Yes, I see. And I'm sorry.
Sorry about what?
There's been a change, counselor. I can't go along with our former agreement.
And going on. We had an arrangement, Mrs.
Counselor,
Peterson. Will you please tell me what happened?
What'd I tell you? They're gonna turn up.
I just don't understand what made her change her mind.
I'll tell
Last
you.
minute?
It's like this whole big mess we're in. They tell you one thing to make you cooperate, and then they slap you with something else when you're not looking. Oh, I wish we had some other lawyer. I don't know, someone with gray hair, look better, the judge would like. You know what's gonna happen? The judge is gonna walk right in that door, look at old Jake, and turn me right over to the social worker.
All right, Lou, that's enough.
Don't you understand, Rose? It was too good to be true. It turns like this every time. I know it.
In about 1 second, I'm gonna go back over there and find out what's going on.
You will
Rose.
not. You're going to stay right where you are.
I'm not just gonna stand here. I'm sorry.
Yes, you will. I'm sure.
Well, look, I won't say anything. I'm just gonna listen.
I'm not kidding, Blackie. You stay where you are.
Then I'll go.
No, you will stay as well, young lady. Both of you. Do you understand that?
Yeah, just like we're in kindergarten again or something. Uh-oh,
Here comes
she
the
comes.
She's looking for gray hair already.
Quiet, both of you. Okay, is there a problem? What is it?
Yeah, what'd she say?
Come on, tell us.
I'll find out in a minute. Let's sit down.
Where's the file for this case? It's supposed to be here at the bench. Thank you. Louisa Swinson, is that correct?
That's right, Your Honor.
Is she present?
Yes, she is.
Where? Will she stand?
Yes, Your Judgeship.
You are Louisa Swinson.
Yes.
That's your honor.
Your Honor, yes, thank you.
You may be seated. According to this, all parties have reached an agreement. The child is to be put in the custody of a Rose Kelly.
That's right, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor, I'm sorry. The file is mistaken. We have not reached an agreement.
Your Honor, the decision has already been made. Arrangements are already underway. My client and Mrs. Kelly have agreed they want to be with each other. What is holding things up here?
Well, that's all very well and good, and I can understand your concern, Mr. Meyer. And to be truthful with you, I did not realize I would have to hear a case on this matter. But now that Mrs. Peterson has brought it up, I feel it is my duty as the judge to hear her arguments as a representative of the State Social Services Department. Please be seated. Please be seated, Mr. Meyer.
We're dead.
What do you mean?
They always go with what Social Services recommends. It's like keeping it in the family.
Before you proceed, Mrs. Peterson, I would like to have something clarified. The child is a runaway, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
I assume that all attempts have been made to reach her parents?
Commissioner Scorpio handled the matter himself. Unfortunately, the parents cannot be located. Therefore, the need for immediate placement of the child.
You may continue, Mrs. Peterson.
Thank you, Your Honor. As you know, I originally agreed to allow Rose Kelly to have foster care of the child, Louisa Swinson.
Yes, we all know that. The question remains, why have you changed your mind?
Yes, we'd all like to know that.
That will be enough, Mr. Meyer.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was just curious. Whether you know it or not, this is the first I've heard of Mrs. Peterson's sudden change of mind.
So now you can be enlightened at the same time as I. Shall we let her continue?
By all means, Your Honor. Curiosity is killing me.
As I was saying, a certain circumstance has arisen to make me change my mind. At the time when I agreed to let Rose Kelly have care of the child, it was due to the fact that the Baldwins had dropped out, and there was no one else willing to take care of a child of her, shall we say, difficult background.
Shall we get to the point, Mrs. Peterson?
The point is, Your Honor, that a space has been made available in a home that we regularly use at the agency. This family And I say family because it includes a mother and a father.
Your Honor, it has already been decided that the marital status of Mrs. Kelly shall not be a factor in this case.
If it concerns the future welfare of the child, it most definitely will be a considering factor in this case.
Your Honor, are you willing to discriminate against Mrs. Kelly because of her marital status?
I am willing to do whatever is necessary within the law to protect the rights of Miss Swinson, and that includes finding her a proper home. Now, please be seated, Mr. Meyer, and I will not accept any more outbursts.
You tell him, Counselor.
You may continue, Mrs. Peterson.
Thank you, Your Honor. As I was saying, this is a home we use regularly. A family used to dealing with difficult children.
If I may interrupt, I would like to know the results you've had.
Very good, Your Honor.
You have documentation to that effect, I assume?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. 5 cases in point. I have the file here.
If I may.
Your Honor, I believe it's within my rights to see the files as well.
Counsel has a point.
No problem. I brought copies.
Thank you. How very thoughtful of you.
There's no need for cynicism, Counselor. I am only doing what I feel is best for Miss Swenson.
Oh, and I bet you think you know all about that, don't you?
You may return to your place, Mrs. Peterson.
Your Honor, these files are irrelevant to the case. An agreement was made. I believe it should be upheld.
Mr. Meyer, I will look through these files and then give you my decision. Now, please be seated.
Introducing new sugar-free Kool-Aid. Now kids have a
And do they taste terrific? Far Eastern. That could do wonders for meatloaf.